I tell you, being Darth Paul has its disadvantages. You know, I tell you, you just gotta turn off your lightsaber, sometimes put them away. On that note, good evening! It's 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's Friday night, and you know what that means? It's time for SciFridays. As always, I'm your host, the Captain, bringing you the best in sci-fi from years gone by. So, I know there was no group therapy, and there was no talk and roll this week. Anniversary week, and I had convention this last couple weeks, so we were busy. So, ain't that right, Vince?
Yeah.
Yeah. Say hi to everybody.
No,
he ain't saying hi. He's gonna go play drums. And you need to be quiet, dude. So, on that note, SciFridays is brought to you by RU Games, the best comic book collectible video game magic, collectible, role-playing, toy store, and more. Located at 124 North Sunset Drive, Piqua, Ohio, 45356. And things are finally setting down, getting back to normal. We're living the life here. Busy day at the shop, though. Busy week all week. But we're going to bring to you some classic sci-fi. We're going to be bringing you some classics, some stuff that we've already aired, you know, Viper, Automan, Starman. Hopefully, at the end, I'll be bringing you 2 new shows. So I want you to hang on because we're going right into some Viper. You know, yes, it is a pretty much a Knight Rider knockoff, but I think it was pretty good by itself. It went to its own. And it got stuff that Knight Rider didn't get, man. Knight Rider didn't get a comic book till relatively recently from, I think it was at Lionsgate Comics or something, like Lions Pride Comics or something. I ordered it. I don't think I ever got the first issue. Same with Airwolf. So I don't know if they even got released. But Viper got a bunch of comics from DC Comics. So, on that note, here you guys go. This is Viper Episode 3. Enjoy.
Don't move.
Joe, is this necessary?
Frank, told you to call before you come out here.
You don't understand. The commander is conducting a full inspection of my garage in 1 hour.
So what are you doing here?
While preparing for the inspection, my inventory showed that socket wrench number 832 was AWOL. I began my investigation with a data run on all inventories. This was followed by a personal interrogation of all garage personnel. It wasn't until, I was in the middle of the workstation searches that it finally hit me. Well, Julian borrowed the wrench last week.
You think the commander's gonna notice a missing wrench?
Can I tell you something, Joe? I am a man who takes pride in my work. I refuse to undergo an inspection with an incomplete toolkit. There. You see? The truant instrument.
Ow.
Oh.
Well, good luck with the inspection.
Oh, listen, there's another reason I came over, Joe. I got some news.
I'm listening.
You may want to have a seat.
Frankie.
Or stand if you like. I just found out today. Connor is out of prison. He's been out a month.
Connor's out.
I'm afraid that's all I know, Joe. I gotta run, the inspection. Oh, watch your back. And your front and both sides.
You haven't won, Peyton. You can't. Because no matter who you pretend to be, inside you're just like me.
The day after tomorrow. A time when criminals rule the city. The only weapon that can stop them needs a driver.
A man without a memory can be supplied with one. I've got a little cosmetic fine-tuning. He'll be our driver.
Let's initiate changeover.
3, 2, 1, activate.
The most wanted man on wheels is about to change sides. Now, against a corrupt system, a lone fight for justice. Viper is taking back the streets.
Well, I guess we'll wrap it up for tonight. I hope you find what we've talked about here useful. Most of you will be moving out of the center in the next few weeks. But remember, we can always meet one-on-one, all right? Now, I'll be here Thursday for our final meeting and to teach you all how the game of basketball is really played. Oh, we should also thank Anna for organizing the group. Let's give her a hand, huh? Well, woo, Anna. In the words of a friend of mine, poke out my eyes. You look great.
I think I could get used to that.
Easy, Ted. I'm taken.
Oh, you are? Well, this is new.
He's waiting for me in the lobby. We're gonna go out.
Well, have a good time.
I will. Thanks, Jillian.
Let's see you.
Hello, Alec.
Hello, darling. You ready to see what sort of mischief we can get into tonight?
I'm all yours.
Frank. Joe, poke out my eyes. You nearly scared my hair flat.
Sorry.
Well, I did it again, Joe. Another perfect inspection, huh?
Congratulations.
Yeah, well, thanks for all the enthusiasm. You know, my record remains unblemished.
Frank, did you find out anything?
If you're referring to information regarding Alec Connor's release from prison, I was able to glean a few facts from my many contacts throughout the criminal justice system.
Where is he?
That I don't know.
What do you know?
Connor was released from prison on a legal technicality. My sources suspect some sort of malfeasance. A payoff, if you will.
What a surprise.
The Metropole surveillance team was tracking Connor since his release, but then the chief pulls him off a few days ago. The word I got was he's staying clean.
Yeah, we won't stay clean for long. Thanks.
Thank you, my dear.
Mr. Connor.
Mr. Cassidy. All the elements are in place. If all goes according to plan, as I'm sure it will, I should have some information for you within a few days.
You know, greasing the wheels of justice to get you released was neither cheap nor easy.
I appreciate that.
And to tell you the truth, some of my associates are still not convinced that you're the right man for the job.
Then I suppose we'll have to prove them wrong, won't we?
Their concern, Connor, is that you might take this assignment a little bit personally.
Mr. Cassidy, when I walked out of that stinking hole of a state prison, I knew it was for one reason. You had a job for me. I spent the last month setting it all up. All you have to be concerned about are results.
Yes, but I haven't seen any results.
Not yet. But has anyone else been able to determine where Joe Astor keeps that damn car?
What exactly is this brilliant plan of yours?
If I were to give that away, you might not need me to execute it. You see, there are
things I know no one else does.
All right, come on, over here, over here. Let's get this ball back up, bro. Let's get this ball back up. Shot it! All right, go, come on! All right, there, rebound! Let's get it, let's get it, let's get it. Let's get a good shot off, y'all. Let's play some games. All right, get up. Good run. Way to go. All right, fellas, way to go. All right, way to go.
Anna.
Hi, Julian.
Hi. Dr. Kessel told me you were 2 hours late for work this morning. She said it's the second time this week.
Sorry.
Just concerned about what's going on here.
What's going on is that I'm in love. I haven't been this happy in a long time.
Well, that's great, but how happy will you be if you're fired? Look, in the time you've been here, I've seen the way the patients respond to you. It's hard for them to open up, but you seem to have this gift. I'd hate to lose you, Anna. We all would.
It's just that I want to spend all the time I can with him.
Okay, but there's another reason that you have to keep this job, you know. If you have any hope of ever gaining custody of your son.
It's been 2 years since Sam was taken from me. He probably doesn't even remember who I am. Besides, saving for a lawyer when I'm making $6 an hour is a joke.
Yeah, but the most important thing is that you demonstrate that you've straightened up your life and you can hold down a job.
Why should I have to fight so hard to get my son back?
You can win any fight if you keep trying. How many times have I heard you say that to someone here?
You're right. I guess I'll just have to explain it to Alec. I'm sure he'll understand. He's really wonderful, Julian.
I'd like to meet him. Do you have anything planned tonight?
We're going to go out, but nothing definite.
Well, why don't you two come over for dinner?
All right. I'm sure it'll be okay with Alec.
6:30 okay?
Sounds good.
I'll see you then. I gotta take a shower and get to work.
Well, Julian, old boy, let's see if we can find out a little more about where you're working these days.
Maybe it's just a coincidence.
Getting clever.
Maybe it's not. Activate phone. 001. Send.
Yeah.
Joe, I'm in my car.
Hey, what's up?
I'm being followed.
You sure?
Positive.
Can you see who it is?
No, I can't make out the driver. He's right on my butt now.
Stay cool. I'm coming to give you a hand. Where are you?
Hold on, Joe. I changed my mind. I think I can handle this myself.
Julian.
I said I can handle it. Deactivate phone.
Julian. Julian.
We might as well have some fun.
This guy's crazy.
driving on the left now, shall we? Good to see you again.
Hang on, Julian. I'll have more for you in a second.
I've seen this trick before.
Nice work, Joe. Will you listen to me next time I tell you I can handle it?
We're in trouble, okay?
I can help myself, Joe. Oh, man, look at this. Mara's gonna kill me.
My bet is it was Connor driving.
But you get a look at him?
No.
It could have been anybody. Maybe I cut the guy off in traffic.
Oh, that gives him a right to run you off the road?
Some people get killed for less.
He drove like Connor.
Listen to you. You're obsessed with him.
You know what he's capable of, as well as I do. You remember what he did to Elizabeth?
Look, Joe, if Connor pulls something, we'll hear about it soon enough.
Yeah, well, he's out there. That's all I need to know. Sorry about your truck.
Yeah. Mara?
What is it, hon?
Have you seen my gray slacks?
I left them upstairs in the dresser. I'll get them for you.
Hold it!
What's wrong?
I'm so tired of dealing with people who think I need help just because I'm in this chair. And the last thing I need is that kind of attitude when I get home.
Take it easy, Julian. You can get your pants.
Look, I guess I'm just still upset from what happened today.
Joe was just trying to help.
That's my point. I was handling the situation fine. He didn't have to bail me out. Anyway, I'm sorry I took it out on you.
Everybody in this house knows you don't need help with anything. As a matter of fact, we count on you to take care of all of us. Now get those pants on. Ann and her date will be here any minute. Hi, Anna.
Mara, this is my friend Alec.
To the hostess of the evening, in honor of budding new friendships.
Well, thank you. Come on in.
Mrs. Wilkes, what an exquisite home.
Lucy, give that back to me! Girls! Mom, I was just about to enter the Chamber of Doom.
We have company, Ronnie.
Oh, hi, Anna.
Hi.
No, don't tell me. This must be little Lucy. I've got a new friend for you.
For me? Thank you, Mister.
And this must be Ronnie. As splendid as her mother, and as smart as her father.
Look, Mom, it's the latest edition of Privateer.
Oh, this is much too generous of you.
Oh, thank you.
Uncle Alec.
Hello, Anna.
Hi. Julian, I want you to meet my friend. This is Alec.
Oh, nice to... What the hell is this? Some sort of sick joke?
Julian.
Excuse me, Mrs. Wilkes. Obviously, my presence in your home has induced a certain amount of discomfort.
It's Connor, Mara.
I believe I'll be going.
Come on, children, let's see how dinner's going.
Wait a second. What's going on here? Julian, why are you treating Alec like this?
Mr. Wilkes might be familiar with some of the more notorious incidents from my past.
Connor, what are you trying to pull here?
I'm not trying to pull anything.
Alec told me everything. I know that he served time.
But my debt's been paid, and it's a situation I have no intention of repeating. All I want is an opportunity to create a new life for myself. Not unlike a friend of yours, the former Mr. Peyton.
Would you excuse us? Anna?
Certainly.
Anna, you have no idea the things this man has done.
Yes, I do. Alec and I do not have secrets. He's not the criminal you think he is. He's changed.
Oh, really? Did he tell you about his murder rap?
He was falsely accused. The jury found him innocent.
But juries are sometimes wrong, Anna.
You can believe that. I believe Alec.
And we'll try to understand how I feel right now. I'm afraid I'll have to ask you and your friend to leave my house.
Julian, I am so surprised that you just said that to me.
What do you mean?
When I first came to the center, you gave me this big speech about not judging people, about helping one another overcome the hardships that life throws us. Alec did not set out to become a criminal. Now, for my sake, would you just give him this chance?
Where are the girls?
In the playroom.
Mara, would you mind offering our guests something to drink?
You mean he's staying?
I suppose it won't kill us to have dinner with him.
Do you really want to do this?
What I really want to do is grab him by the neck and throw him into the street.
But then why don't you just...
Because, as much as I hate to say it, I could be completely wrong about Connor. And completely unfair to Anna.
Shouldn't we let Joe know that Connor's here?
If we bring Joe in, we could have a shootout in the living room. Now, I'll handle the situation, Mara. We'll be all right.
Okay. When you finish, put your napkin on the table, okay?
Okay.
Lucy, wipe your mouth, sweetheart.
Mrs. Wilkes, let me tell you, for a fellow used to prison food, that meal was pure ambrosia.
Thank you. Well, shall we have coffee in the living room?
What a splendid idea.
Come on, Lucy.
Why, it was delicious.
Thank you.
So you are in 6th grade now? That makes you how old?
11.
What a splendid age. I was 11 when I ran away from home.
Really? You ran away? Why?
Well, Ronnie, for reasons too complicated to explain. You're fortunate you have a family that love you. When I was growing up, I had no such luck.
Hello.
Joe, what are you doing here?
Mara, how you doing? Sorry to just drop by like this. I was just riding around and I thought I was kind of rough on Julian today. I just wanted to apologize. Is he around?
Wait.
I adore this city. There's even some parts of it that remind me of home. Of London.
London, like in Peter Pan?
Yes. The Darlings lived right across the road. And just around the corner, Sherlock Holmes. Elementary, my dear Watson.
Oh, hi, Joe.
Hello, Mr. Peyton. Or should I say, Mr. Astor?
The hell is this? How you let this scum in your house?
Joe, listen.
Who is this, Alec?
Not to worry, darling. One of those people I warned you about, who feels they have a score to settle with.
Damn straight I do.
Oh, get over it, Peyton. Ancient history.
What are you up to here?
Dessert, actually.
Let him go!
He's a murderer.
I am not. I never killed anyone.
What about Elizabeth Houston?
Read the transcripts of the trial. I wasn't responsible for the explosion. It was entirely an outfit job.
Oh, like hell it was. Oh, Joe, that's enough.
At least I don't need a chip implanted in my brain to make me a better man. I'm doing it on my own.
Joe!
I don't need to take this. Not from the likes of you. Come on, Anna.
Just a moment, I want to explain.
Don't take sides, love. Not against me.
I'm not.
I'll be in the car. Thanks, Mrs. Wilkes, for a marvelous dinner. We must do it again sometime.
I don't know who you are or why you did this, but whatever trouble there is between you and Alec, it's over.
Wrong. Because I know him. A lifetime ago, I had to fight not to become him. So whoever or whatever he says he is, it's a lie. When you figure that out, you may need help. Call me. Find me through Julian.
Julian, sorry.
First they punch a hole in your car, and now this. I guess I'm just having a bad day. Hey, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to scare you. I'm sorry. You okay? You okay? Julian.
It's Anna, Mr. Astor.
Anna. Where are you?
I'm at a phone booth by the Green Street Bridge.
What are you doing there this time of the night? You alone?
Yeah. When we left Julian's, we went back to Alec's place. I confronted him with those things that you said, and we got into a horrible fight. Alex said if I left him, he was gonna find me and kill me.
All right. Anna, stay put. I'll be right out to get you.
Okay.
Bravissima, darling. Magnificent performance.
Well, it worked, just like you said it would.
Of course it did. Now, we have just a couple of things to add to your bag of tricks. And remember, love, be convincing.
You can take that thing off now. Sorry about the blindfold. I can't let anybody know where I live.
You live here?
Yep.
What's this? Your living room?
Kinda. It's where I work.
So, what do you do anyway?
I'm, a night watchman. No, let's go upstairs.
You really don't want me here, do you?
Safest place for you. You know, if you were half as perceptive with Connor as you are with me, you wouldn't be in the mess you're in.
Look, Mr. Astor,
Just call me Joe, all right?
Joe, I know I've made some bad choices, but believe me, I just want to do the right thing.
Well, you sure as hell picked the wrong guy to do it with.
I'm through with Alec. I realized tonight he's psychotic.
To say the least. Drink some tea?
No, but he said he'd help me.
With what?
I need money to hire a lawyer so I can get my little boy back.
Where's your little boy?
With his dad. He divorced me. I was hanging around some old friends who got me in trouble.
What kind of trouble?
Drugs, mostly. A little burglary. Some more of those bad choices. David took Sam and moved up north. I haven't seen him in 2 years.
That's too bad.
Well, I told you my story. Tell me yours.
Not much to tell, really.
Is this your girlfriend?
It was. Name was Elizabeth.
The one you mentioned.
Mm-hmm. She was murdered by your friend Connor.
But Alec claims he didn't do it.
And you believe him. It's like you said, he's psychotic. So I'm doing everything I can to put him back in prison where he belongs. She's the only woman I ever loved.
I can tell she meant a lot to you.
She helped me find out who I am. You ever know someone like that?
No, I was never that lucky.
Listen, you can stay in my bed. I'll be out here in case you need anything.
Thanks. You're really very sweet. Good night.
See you in the morning.
I got the call last night.
Nice work, Connor.
My pleasure. I've actually had a bit of fun on this one.
Did she plant the homing beacon?
Of course.
So where did they keep the car?
She's the clever one she is. Anna won't activate the beacon until after she gets paid.
I like this girl. She's good.
Nick.
Yes, sir.
Mobilize an assault team. Keep them on standby. I want them ready to move out at a moment's notice, okay?
Hey. Hey. Still here? Yeah, she's in the bedroom getting changed. Come on in. Don't give me that drill about keeping the place a secret.
I won't. You really had no other choice.
Some coffee?
No, thanks.
Hey, sorry about last night. You think Mara will ever let me in the house again?
Don't worry about it. Throwing Connor around the living room was a highlight of the evening. So what do we do with Anna?
I was thinking we could provide a safe house until you and I can nail Connor again.
Right, I'll make the call.
And we talked last night a bit. Basically, she's got a good heart. Anna, what are you doing? It won't start.
If it doesn't start the first time, it's not going to. I'll have to track down what happened. Why would Anna...
Let's face it, Julian. This whole thing's been a setup. We're being played out.
Here you are, Anna. Paid in full. I suppose you wouldn't mind activating that homing beacon now, would you?
This will get you there. As for getting inside, you're on your own.
Well, we have ways to do that.
Come on, race you to the car.
Well, looks like my portion of the entertainment's over.
You know, I would hate to see someone with your beauty and brains just walk right out of here. How would you like to stay on? Work closely with me. You know, we could use someone like you in our organization.
Believe me, Mr. Cassidy, I'm not the kind of person you're looking for.
Well, she knew what she was doing. This is all it took to wipe out just enough memory to shut down the system.
Well, how long before you get this thing running?
It'll be at least 20 minutes to reprogram.
I should have just followed my instincts and said no to her last night.
Hey, you were the guy who was just telling me about her good heart, remember?
No, and you were the guy that thought Connor dating your friend was just an unlucky coincidence.
Okay, so we both blew it. In any case, we got to get the Viper out of here before we have any more company.
Take this turn left and we're there.
that one's drivable. You almost done?
I gotta download all the rest of my files. No one's gonna find anything here. In the meantime, the Viper should be safe in the garage of Frankie's apartment, at least for a few days.
You can believe it. Frankie's waiting with open arms.
No, that's frightening.
I'll check in with you from his place.
Good shot, Mr. Cassidy.
Incoming call, sir.
Put it through.
Connor, what is it?
She shot at us. I'm afraid, Mr. Cassidy, the only Viper we'll find here is a dead one.
I want that location tonight, Connor. Or you are going back to the pen.
Hold on. That's enough, Lucy. I can't hear the babysitter.
Mom, the computer just died.
Power must be out all over the house. Watch your sister. I'll check the circuit breakers.
Here, Lucy, listen to this.
Hello, girls. Don't be afraid. It's only Uncle Alec.
Mom?
Shh. I wanted to surprise your mother.
What is it, Ron?
This house really does have a superb security system, but alas, I am a professional.
Mara? Anyone home?
We're up here, darling.
Connor, what? Get that gun away from my family before I...
Before you what? Careful, Mr. Wilkes. The children are present.
I'm scared, Daddy.
Oh, did you hear that? Ron is scared. And I'm not sure Mara and Lucy are faring much better.
What the hell do you want?
Simple. Take me to where you keep the car.
What car? If you mean the Viper, I'm not involved with that anymore. I'm in research now, and
please! Spare me your lies. We're going into the baby's room while you make your decision. In 5 minutes, you'll hear a cry of pain from your wife as I break her little finger. And after that...
Connor, if you hurt anyone, I'll kill you. I swear I will.
No, you won't. You're not the killing kind. 5 minutes, Mr. Wilkes.
Let's go.
Two-minute warning, Mr. Wilkes. Will you shut her up? She's getting on my nerves.
Right, what do you expect?
Well, we are the resourceful one, aren't we?
Get out of my house.
Or what? You'll run over my toes.
If you were any kind of man, you wouldn't stoop to preying on my wife and kids.
You're in a precarious position to be talking like that.
In fact, you're nothing but a low-life coward.
I've warned you, Wilson.
Piece of gutter trash.
Julian, are you okay?
Yeah. Take the kids next door and call 911.
Come on, Ronnie.
And don't come back till they get here.
Yeah?
Joe, I'm up here.
I knew he'd come after you. You all right?
Yeah. He's a little shaky. I thought you were taking the car to Frankie.
Yeah, I did. I started thinking if Connor couldn't find me, he'd be coming after you. So, when I couldn't get through on the phone, I raced over here. It looks like you handled things pretty well on your own.
Thanks. Maybe not.
Good enough to drive, Lee. Pull over where you got the chance.
Like hell. Well, it looks like we're both going to the party.
This is tight. I'm gonna try to reel you in.
What, like a trap on a line? You're not gonna have me stuffed and mounted.
Open this door. What the hell's he doing?
Connor, damn it, don't move! Connor! Don't put any more strain on the cable!
Yeah, operator. I just saw a car go into the river off the Greystone Bridge.
Hold, please. I'll connect you with the fire department.
Huh? Little primer? Little fresh paint? As good as new.
Pretty smooth. Didn't know you had such talent.
Neither did I. Guess my former self had a little practice patching up bullet holes. Where'd the cops find your van?
They didn't. Anna left it in a nice, safe parking garage and paid the attendant to call me once she'd cleared out of town.
I'll never figure that girl out.
Oh, this came to my house. This for you.
No return address.
No. I think I know who sent it.
What?
Sure.
Hi, Joe. I know it's hard for you to forgive what I did, but I am sorry for lying to you and Julian. I never meant to hurt anyone or to put you in danger.
You did a damn good job of it.
What I said about my son and the mistakes I made, that was the truth. I was desperate. But after spending time with you, I realized I could never give Alec the information he wanted.
Well, that explains why no one ever showed up here.
I'm far away now, and I've got the money together to hire a good lawyer. She thinks I may have a chance of getting partial custody of Sam. I finally saw him yesterday, and you know what? He did remember me.
Good for you, Anna.
Thanks.
Life can be strange, huh?
Uh-huh. You know, sometimes I feel like one of these guys trying to just keep the roof from falling in. But then other times I feel, good. Yeah. You know, while we got the paint out, how about a nice candy apple red?
What?
Yeah, some pinstripes, nice big yellow flames along the side.
That's it. You're kidding, right?
Look at his face. Did I lie to you?
This week, Hasbro's Hungry Hungry Hippos. The hippos that munch marbles, only $8.97. Knickerbocker's Dolly Pops Pop Town. It's all-day fun, just $12.87. Computer Command from LJN. Program a 1980 Corvette and watch it go, only $29.97. And as Peter Panda says, it's so nice to know that prices are low and shopping is friendly and fun.
Child World, everything I do is so cheapy.
We're slashing prices now at Circuit City's Price Slasher Sale. Save on great brands like this GE 19-inch color TV with remote control. Its price is slashed to just $248. Now through Sunday, this Panasonic beeperless remote telephone answering machine, only $64. We're slashing prices now through Sunday. Circuit City, the intelligent choice.
So remember the other week when the captain said he was looking for the eerie and creepy puzzles? Did a show Sunday, found one. Got really excited. It's like, oh man, I want that puzzle. And I was like, how much is it? He goes, it's complete. It's all there. The box is really nice. I'm like, okay. How much is it? He goes, $100. I was like, oh man, I ain't paying $100 for a puzzle. That is way more. If he would have said like $50, I might be a little more into it. But even $50 for a puzzle is insane. But it is a classic eerie puzzle, and I came this close to buying it. Maybe next time I'm gonna try to talk to him. If he has it in like 3 or 4 months, when I see him next time, I'm gonna try to ask him again. Maybe see if I can get it cheaper. So, all right. Hope you guys are still digging Viper. Cool show. I mean, yeah, you know, some people don't like the Viper. Some people do like the Viper. I am 100%. I love American Muscle. Said it 1,000 times. So I dig cars for what they are. You know, one of my favorite cars is I have a 2007 Dodge Magnum. I absolutely love my car. So even though everybody seems to want to hit it, 3 times. Had it just shy of 3 years. It's been hit 3 times. Can't have nothing nice. But speaking of cars, we're going to scoot on over to some Automan. Man, yes, Automan is cool. I mean, I love it. I think it was super cool for the time. It does get a little dated now, but Yeah, you can't really go wrong with that. You know, you got to look back. It's the 80s. So, and, you know, yes, it's the cool glow-in-the-dark car, but it was. Man, that was super cool back then. So, but here you guys go. This is Automan, episode 3. Enjoy.
This is the story of Walter Nebeker. Doing what he likes best, fighting crime in the streets. You see, Walter's a policeman. Unfortunately, the chief doesn't want Walter on the streets.
Captain, get back to your cage, boy. Now!
So Walter must fight crime in his own way, in the computer room. That's where he's an expert. Fortunately for me, Walter's advanced knowledge of electronics led him to experiment with what is called a hologram. That's a very fancy word for a 3-dimensional picture that, when perfected, can be made to look real, sound real. As a matter of fact, given enough power, it can even be made to feel real. That's kind of what got me into this world. My name is Automan. You must be Walter Nebeker.
How did you know that?
It's on the programming you fed into my system. I must say, Walter, you're very good. Very good indeed. I look wonderful.
If you do say so yourself.
You programmed me to be honest. But tell me, why did you call me Automan?
It means that you're the world's first truly automatic man. You can do anything because you're not real.
Oh, but I am. I'm as real as you are, just different. And thanks to you, perfect.
Nobody's perfect, Automan.
Well, that's not true, Walter. You've programmed me to observe other people and do whatever they can do as well as they can do it. Jimmy Connor's playing tennis, John Travolta dancing. In fact, on a scale of 1 to 10, think of me as an 11.
I've created a monster.
No, what Walter really created was a wonderful force for good. Automan. That's me.
And we'll take it the other way with 1:15 to play. That's 1:15 and 1:05. Lakers on top. Okay, Cooper looking for Paxton. Yo-Yo, Sandy holds it on the outside. Take it inside. Valentine into that. Double team. Thomas rejects the ball on the outside. Here's a high jumper. Rejected again. And we'll take it back once again. And wait a minute.
Ain't that hot shot hurt a defense?
Hey, he got trapped on the switch. How can a guy 6'2" supposed to stop a guy 6'10"?
Oh, swell. Look at the spot this guy picks to break down.
I better give him a hand.
Stick around, Nevish. Maybe you and your pile of junk can make yourselves useful. Hello, Jack.
What's up? You sounded pretty important.
It is. Somebody hijacked close to a ton of paper that the government uses to print money. A man was killed in the process. You will be our link with the FBI and the Treasury boys.
Well, they abandoned a car. At least that's a start.
Well, that's the problem. They made it hard to trace. No license. Engine ID numbers are practically scratched off.
Maybe the computer could read it.
Are you trying to say that it has better eyes than we do?
Actually, sir, yes. I could try what they call electronic image enhancement to bring out the numbers.
Why don't you get right on it, Walter? The counterfeit is usually the paper that's the giveaway. If this stuff ever gets into circulation, it's going to be hard to spot.
Which means that we're going to have to make sure that it never gets into circulation.
What do you think you're doing?
Just absorbing some of those old gangster films you have on tape. Thoroughly engrossing.
I asked you to file my tapes, not stand around here and waste time.
It wasn't recreational, Walter. I thought I might gain some insights in solving that hijacking case.
Otto. You have to understand, times have changed. Criminals just don't use guns anymore. They have much more dangerous weapons, like college degrees and computers.
But crime fighters have more sophisticated weapons now, too.
Like what?
Like me?
I've got the engine ID for you, Lieutenant. There it is, Lieutenant.
It's incredible.
Yeah. Well, it just took the computer filling in the gaps in the visual data in those photographs.
You match this against registration?
Yeah, the name's phony and the address doesn't exist.
This is right back on square one.
Not completely. I ran that ID number on a cross-check with our unsolved case file. Turns out that the same car was used in a gangland murder of a man named LaRue.
LaRue?
Yeah, about 5 months ago.
Wally, do you know what you've done?
Not yet. Do you?
Yes, I do. You've told us who was behind that hijacking.
I did?
Yeah, you did. LaRue was a contender for the number 2 spot in the biggest mob in the state. His rival was a guy by the name of Brock, Rudy Brock. When LaRue wound up murdered, execution style, there wasn't much doubt that Brock gave the orders, but we couldn't prove it. Thank you, Wally.
What do you do now? Find Brock?
I wish it was that easy. He's got himself covered 9 ways against the middle. I'd be lucky to get to his gophers.
You wouldn't by any chance want some help out there?
Wally, you want to help. You just stay here and continue to play this keyboard like Van Cliburn, all right? Now let's see what we can do to shake Brock up.
You promised me yellow roses. That's what I expect to see here on Sunday, right? I don't want any excuses, Mrs. Farrell. I want roses. Yellow. Long stem. Thank you. I tell you, Kevin, if I'd known planning a wedding was going to be this difficult, I never would have taken the leap.
Well, maybe you would have been better off with less of a production.
Oh, no. I'm sorry, Kevin, but if you're lucky enough to marry the daughter of a former congressman, you got to do better than cold cuts and an accordion player.
At least you won't have any trouble paying for it.
Well, let's not get cocky now. What do you say? All that money still has to be printed.
Press starts rolling tonight. By Sunday, Laszlo figures on having 20 million, maybe more.
Yeah, but you tell him not to rush. We're not unloading rubbish here.
Hello, Walter. I've been expecting your call.
You have?
I'm beginning to know as much about your program as you know about mine.
That's ridiculous. I don't have a program.
But you do. It's what tells you to be loyal, ambitious, persevering, inquisitive. I believe you call it a personality.
Next thing you know, you'll be psychoanalyzing me.
I already have. Remind me to show you the file. Fascinating. You and I have a lot in common. Neither of us will ever be content processing data.
Well, I'd be a liar if I told you that I wasn't giving this hijacking case some thought.
Any ideas yet?
Well, we now know who was behind it. A man named Brock. If there was a way we could convince him that there was someone new in town that was offering more money for the counterfeit than anyone else.
We might come out into the open.
Along with the counterfeit.
Brilliant, Walter. We'll go undercover, make ourselves conspicuous in the right circles, and Brock will come to us.
Now, wait a minute. I never said we.
I can use those detective movies to create the demeanor of a master criminal. I'll call myself Mr. Otto.
I think I may have made a mistake showing you those films.
My conclusions are based on mathematical logic and the strictest application of police science, not old movies.
Do you really think it'll work?
Well, it worked for Marlon Brando in The Godfather, didn't it?
I'll call up Brock's files on the computer and get a rundown of each of his operations. Then we'll go after them one at a time. With your help, I think I can make things mighty uncomfortable for him. Our first priority is to get his attention.
Correction, Walter. Our first priority is to give Mr. Otto the proper look. Cursor?
Of course, if you don't like Marlon Brando, I could always give you Humphrey Bogart.
Hang on, Walter. Is this Brock's headquarters?
According to the police computer, it's one of his subsidiaries, his steel-to-order car ring.
You're not afraid, are you, Walter?
Me? Are you kidding? I've got the Godfather with me. Come on.
You had a better shot with the 10-7 combination.
We're looking for a man named Zach.
You got an appointment?
No.
Hope you brought a sleeping bag.
No, but I did bring a lot of cash. I got $10 a ball against 1,000 that says you find Zach before I miss a shot.
What shot?
Any shot.
Let me see if I got this straight. If you miss a shot before Zach comes in here and sees you, I get $1,000.
Correct. But unless I miss a shot, you owe me $10 for every ball.
You got a bet, Mr.
Otto. Mr. Otto.
Otto. What are you doing?
Relax, Walter. I saw Paul Newman do this in The Hustler.
Okay, Mr. Big Mouth. Shoot.
Well, good night, nurse. You see it? Oh, no.
That's $970. Exactly how much money do you have?
You can't keep this up forever.
You never know.
Hey, listen, what would it take for you to call off this bet?
I'm willing to be a sport. All you have to do is bring Zach to us.
You got it.
You missed.
Exactly like Paul Newman did in the movie.
You want to talk to me?
If you're the man who turns exotic cars into cold cash.
You go run an ad.
What's your turnaround time?
How long does it take Brock to fill your orders?
Well, that depends on the car.
What if I were to promise you any car you order in under 10 minutes, day or night? Would you still be working for Brock?
10 minutes. That's a good one.
If you don't believe it, name your car.
All right. How about a 1936 Duesenberg convertible?
What color would you like that in?
Two-tone, red and maroon.
Excuse us, we have to make a phone call.
Since when did Cursor get his messages by phone?
This is just for appearances. Play along.
You did it. You found the car. You found the car and it didn't even take 10 minutes. Oh, when do we start doing business, Mr.
Mr. Otto, just as soon as you cut off all ties with Brock.
Oh, who needs Brock?
Don't they have whiplash in your dimension?
Sorry, Walter, I sometimes forget the limitations of being immortal.
Just don't forget your own limitations. Well, you may be smart, but you don't know everything.
What don't I know?
How dangerous these people really are, for starters.
Show a little confidence, Walter. Don't you have any faith in me? What is this place?
According to Lieutenant Curtis, it's one of the most profitable gambling casinos this side of Las Vegas. Brock's its sole owner.
Doesn't look like a casino from here.
That's the whole idea. I just hope we can bluff our way in.
Leave that to me, Walter. My sensors indicate a very flirtatious 128K security computer inside. All I have to do is whisper a few sweet nothings into her clearance file. Mr. Otto and a friend. Cursor?
Zero. You lost.
Yes, we'll have to do something about that. 16, red.
Easy go.
The odds are in our favor, Walter.
Our winner is 16.
Whatever that thing was, it sure had your number. I wouldn't mind having your number myself. You know, doll, you are out of this world.
That's down.
She seems to have detected I'm not of your dimension.
All bets in. Place your bets, please. 16 again, the winner. Red even 16. Place your bets, please. All bets in. The winner, 16. Even red again, the winner. Place your bets.
The guy's some kind of magician. I seen it before in Vegas. He can clean us out in 30 minutes.
You figure that out now after he's 25 grand ahead?
The winner, 16 again. Red. Place your bets. Place your bets, please.
They tell me you got a couple of tricks up your sleeve.
I'm not sure I understand.
No, we think you do.
In case you haven't met, this is Mr. Otto.
Is that name supposed to mean something?
Only to people who make their living the way we do.
Now get out of here, both of you.
The only reason I came here tonight was to warn you. As of tomorrow, I move my base of operations to L.A. I take what I want, and you and your friend here can fight it out among yourselves for what's left. If you get in my way, you'd be eliminated. It's that simple. Now, if you'd be so kind as to get us a cab, we'll take a hot streak elsewhere.
Get him a cab.
What?
I said get him a cab. Cash in your chips. We don't want to keep the gentleman waiting.
I think we did very well.
I thought they let us off the hook a little too easily.
What choice did they have? They could Couldn't figure out how Cursor was rigging the wheel. I thought it was a nice touch leaving him there. By morning, they should be broke.
At the very least. I'm sure we've gotten Brock's attention by now.
So, what do we do next?
The next move is Brock's. Right here will be fine, Cabby.
You got it, pal. Stay put, I have to get some change.
Change for what? I haven't paid him yet.
Walter, I suddenly sensed the presence of a microchip. A timing device. Uh-oh, Walter. Quickly, out!
It's jammed. Rip it off, Otto, fast!
There's no time. Merge. Merge!
Thank God, Otto. You saved my life.
Yes, but look at my new suit. You were right about one thing.
What's that?
You certainly got their attention.
This Mr. Otto and his friends shut the place down.
What do you mean they shut the place down?
Well, apparently whatever this Mr. Otto did at the roulette wheel, the thing didn't quit paying off. It kept on winning.
Yeah, but that wheel is rigged, Kevin.
Not last night it wasn't. At least not in our favor. Hal paid off over $200,000 before Laird closed the door.
Oh, man. You realize inside of 72 hours, this man has decimated our stolen car and fencing operations and shut down our #1 profit center, and you keep telling me no one has ever heard of him?
Well, there's lots of rumors, but so far we just can't seem to pin anything down.
Can't you see what's going down here, Kevin? I can. It's another power play, just like LaRue. Trotta's testing me again. He wants to make sure his heir apparent is still worthy. All right, babe. Come on in.
Hi. Hope I'm not interrupting.
No, I was just on my way out.
What's the matter? You look upset. You got a problem? I hope we have better communication once we're husband and wife.
Oh, I feel silly even mentioning it.
Come on, tell me what's the matter. The caterer changed menus on us again, or what?
Oh, I had lunch with an old friend from Washington today, and at least I thought she was an old friend. And she asked me if I knew anything about your past.
My past? And what deep, dark secrets did this woman tell you?
She claims that you were once involved with some people. Some very dangerous people.
Is that so?
Rudy, she was wrong, wasn't she?
Listen, babe. Any businessman worth his salt, any businessman at all has had that accusation thrown at him at one time or another. That's business.
And it isn't true.
Well, what do you think?
I think I'm about to marry the most wonderful man in the world.
Walter, when are you going to learn you can't solve crimes with a hologram?
50 years ago, they would have said that about the microscope.
Of all the gin joints and all the two-bit towns in the world, she had to walk into mine.
I ought to walk into the captain's office right now and tell him what's going on.
No.
All right. I'll give you 48 hours to make this pay off. Then I go to the captain.
When I was first told your payments hadn't been made, I thought there was some mistake. Seems I was wrong.
Nelson, there's a very simple explanation. I've been experiencing a temporary cash flow problem, that's all.
With your casino closed down, I don't doubt it.
Well, with the wedding and all, you know, you can imagine how difficult it is for me to stay on top of business.
Not your business I'm worried about, it's mine. I simply will not tolerate an interruption in our arrangements. I want my money.
Okay, just give me a week.
Got till Sunday.
Well, okay. You got it. I'll just get the money out of my own pocket and till I straighten things out, right?
You do that. In the meantime, I suggest you get your house in order, Rudy. All may come tumbling down.
Otto, lot of trouble giving you a computer history so that you would have legitimacy as a criminal. I just don't know about that outfit. It's a little behind the times.
Good.
Good?
I made my home base, Australia.
I'm losing control.
Yeah. Yeah, all right. All right. So, what do you guys want to talk about?
My name's Otto. I understand you're in accounts receivable. You make sure people pay their bills on time.
What are you, cop?
Does it look like he bought that on a cop's salary?
Look, I ain't got time for this chit-chat.
I want to hire you. I could use a man with your talents.
It's no deal. I already got a job.
I'll pay you double what Brock pays you. Plus, there's a $1,000 bonus for signing on.
Not to mention our medical and dental plan.
Well, you must really hate Brock.
Well, let's just say I like to see a grown man cry.
Well, when would I get the grand?
Just as soon as you serve notice.
Mr. Otto, you got yourself a deal.
A few more encounters like this, and you won't be able to tell Brock from a non-profit organization.
What happened to the little guy? Who cares? We got Mr. Otto.
Whew, that was close.
Uncomfortably close. Now that they've written us off for dead, I suggest we move in for the kill.
Otto, we're the ones that could have been killed. Maybe we should quit while we're ahead.
How many of Brock's operations do you still have on that list?
Are you kidding? There must be 20 of them.
Fine. Let's hit them all.
All of them? In one night?
We'll hurry.
Sure do. Good to be in. Count on me.
I'm sure I can.
Right, am I crazy, or did you not tell me you took care of the notorious Mr. Otto last night?
That's right. About 10 o'clock.
Well, that's odd, Kevin. That's very odd, because I've been getting reports all morning. 1/3 of our street operatives have gone over to work for Mr. Otto. He personally recruited them last night.
Come on. He's a dead man. He has to be.
Well, then how is it he was in Hollywood, he was in Silver Lake, he was downtown, he was in Pasadena, in the Valley, all between 10 and 10:30. The guy's not only alive, Kevin, he's everywhere at once.
There must be a gang of them.
No, sir, it's all the same guy.
We ran over him at 40 miles an hour. He's a dead man.
Apparently that doesn't cramp his style. Let me tell you something, Kevin. Here we are 2 days away from closing a $10 million transaction. I'm going to tell you, I'm not about to let anyone, I mean anyone, stand in the way, and that includes Mr. Otto, and that includes you, buddy.
Don't worry, Mr. Brock. This time I'm leaving nothing to chance.
Gritch.
Gritch.
Good evening, gentlemen.
Who are you?
You won't know me long enough for it to matter.
How would you like to double what you're making before you pull that trigger?
Counting my informants, I've had 5 men sniffing around Brock's operations since Monday. Did you come up with anything? What we came up with is a high-level territorial war. Some new hotshot is kicking up dust all over Brock's stomping ground.
Nothing on the counterfeiting?
Well, the word is that he's sitting on a sheik's ransom, but nobody knows where it's being printed or stored.
I assume you've checked to see if there's any unusual orders on printing supplies.
Right now, that's the only thing that's giving me any leads at all. I've still got a few places to check out.
Well, if you come up with anything, let me know.
Okay.
That's good. Real good.
You know, every time my father asks what business you're in, I give him a different answer. Maybe because I'm not sure myself yet. Rudy, If you were in trouble, you wouldn't keep it from me, would you?
What are you talking about, Laura? What do you mean, trouble?
I don't know. It's just that... Well, today I went to the bank to cash that check that you gave me for the wedding dress,
Right.
and they wouldn't honor it.
Well, there must have been a computer error. You didn't seriously think I was out of money.
I know how much this wedding's
Oh, come
costing
on.
you, and
I mean, don't be ridiculous. I'll go to the bank first thing in the morning, and you're okay.
Right, Mr. Brock. I'll get the door.
Hi, Mr. Otto to see Mr. Brock.
Why don't you go upstairs? Lauren, I'll be right up. Okay.
Why did you bring them here?
He says he has a business proposition for Mr. Brock. I thought he might want to hear it.
There's nothing he can say that's of any use to
Quiet,
us.
Kevin. Show a little respect. You're in the presence of the great Mr. Otto here. So what's your proposition?
I understand you've gone into the, how shall I put it? Into the publishing business?
And you're interested in what we're printing?
Particularly the latest edition. I understand the paper quality is superb.
You really think you can con me the way you con my employees?
This is no con, just a straightforward offer. Real money for top quality counterfeit.
I already have a buyer, Mr. Otto. Thank you.
Yeah. What's he paying you? 10 cents on the dollar? 20?
More.
I'll give you 50.
Forgive my skepticism, Mr. Otto, but men of your resources don't just emerge overnight, do they? Where are you from?
Wherever currency changes hands.
Well, how long would it take you to come up with 10 million?
How about Sunday?
Sunday's kind of a bad day. So happens I'm getting married.
Well, the longer I have to wait, the more time I have to reconsider my bid.
Excuse me. Okay, don't panic. You hang on to him, he may come in handy. Yeah, that's right. You just picked up a cop named Curtis, snooping around our premises. Okay. All right, Mr. Otto. Let's make it Sunday.
Pickup's not bad, considering we get an infinite number of miles per gallon.
Don't slow down now. We've got to try to find Lieutenant Curtis.
Uh-oh.
What is it?
Police.
We don't have time to stop.
If they try to keep up with us, it might create an accident. We might not be able to hit anything, but they can.
You're right. Maybe you ought to pull over.
Good evening, officer. I wasn't violating any laws, was I?
Well, no, I don't really know. I guess you'd have to ask a real cop. Move it. Get in.
Come in, gentlemen. Please make yourself comfortable. I hope you don't mind our meeting like this. As I grow older, I find I'm more inclined to stay on the move. I'm Nelson Trotman.
I'm Mr. Otto. This is my associate, Walter Dolan.
Pleasure to meet both of you. Your reputation precedes you.
I find it best not to believe everything I hear.
Humility. It's a rare quality these days. I like you already, Otto.
What do you want with us, Mr. Trotter?
To begin with, let me offer my congratulations. You've done more to rattle Rudolph Brock's cage in a week than any 20 men could have accomplished in a year.
Well, I don't get it. Brock works for you, doesn't he?
No, it doesn't mean I respect him or even like him. Just between us, I loathe the man. May I pour you some wine?
No, thank you.
Brock killed a man in cold blood. Man I thought very highly of. Someone who should be where Brock is now.
Well, if I might pose an obvious question, why do you put up with a man you hold in such contempt?
Expedience, I need him. There hasn't been anyone strong enough to give Brock a run for his money, let alone take his place. That is, until now. Until you.
You didn't bring us here to congratulate us.
You're right, Walter. Unless my instincts are woefully misguided, neither you nor Brock intend to make good on the bargain you struck. You're both too smart. But only one of you is going to come out a winner. If it's you, and as far as I'm concerned, you can take over for Brock tomorrow, lock, stock, and barrel.
Won't Brock have something to say about that?
There's enough information in this envelope to put Brock away for a very long time. If you get the better of him, I'll give it to you. You can do with it what you like.
Should he get the better of me?
And you'll be dead.
You still want us to keep your cop friend happy?
Once the helicopter lifts off for the airport, I really don't care what you do with him.
Fair enough.
Lieutenant Curtis is in that building and very much alive.
Aren't we forgetting one minor detail?
What's that, Walter?
The $10 million we were supposed to bring.
Well, I'm surprised, Walter. You seem to have forgotten. The Cursor is the greatest counterfeiter of them all. Cursor?
What is that?
We needed something large enough to hold the money, and I thought a limousine would make more of an impression. Of course, it takes real money to buy counterfeit.
To think we'd called your bluff.
Does this look like a bluff?
Looks good to me.
I brought my money. Where's yours?
Right over there.
The old tables just took another spin.
No heroics on him. Well, your friend pays for it with his life.
What makes you think I even know this man?
We put our tail on your errand boy, Nebish. Turns out he works for the lieutenant here. Start loading those boxes, cop.
Right back there.
Rudy.
Hey, Frank.
I wonder if I could talk to you for a moment.
Sure. What's the matter? Your daughter's not getting cold feet on me, is she?
No. It's just that, well, I thought you should know there are a couple of men standing around carrying guns.
Oh, yeah, I forgot to tell you. We got a couple of crank calls, Frank, believe it or not. Probably nothing, but we want to play it safe.
I see.
Yeah.
Oh, no, please. No, I don't want to fight with you. You win, all right? Look, I'm through with Brock. From now on, I work for you. What do you say?
I'm glad to see under that cowardly exterior there's a reasoning mind.
Reason? Oh, yes, sir, that's me. I'm as reasonable as they come. You just tell me what you want me to do.
Oh, I intend to.
We are gathered here today on this very solemn occasion do you, Lauren Robinson, take this man, Rudolph Brock, to be your lawful wedded husband, to love, to honor, till death do you part.
I do.
And do you, Rudolph Brock, take this woman, Lauren Robinson, to be your lawful wedded wife, to...
Sorry. Business.
What the hell are you doing here?
I didn't know what else to do. The cops are after me. I brought the money here.
You brought it here?
Yeah, well, I thought you could take it on the helicopter.
Rudy, what's wrong?
Nothing, sweet.
Can we continue with the ceremony, please?
The cops are going to be here any minute.
Don't get the copter started.
Okay.
Do you, Rudolph Brock, take this woman, Lauren Robinson, to be your lawful wedded wife?
No.
No!
I mean, not right now. I'll explain it all to you later.
We're getting out of here.
Stay here.
Yes, sir.
Take off!
You gotta stop him, Otto.
This'll take everything I've got, Walter.
Go for it, Otto.
Come on, darling.
Wally? When did you get here?
Just now. You okay?
What happened?
Come on, I'll tell you all about it.
Somebody in that mob wanted Brock as bad as we do. There's enough information on that anonymously donated file to put him away twice.
It even tipped us to the identity of those gunmen who were responsible for the killing of the guards.
Is there any word on this government agent who used this fancy new stun gun on Brock?
No. That's typical. The feds are playing dumb. It's obvious they planted this guy to force Brock into a mistake.
Heaven forbid that they let the lowly police department in on their strategy.
I don't suppose you know anything about that, do you, Walter?
Lieutenant, I have the sneaking suspicion that Walter's been sworn to secrecy on this.
Oh, you admit you were involved, eh?
Honestly, Captain, I just happened to be in the right place at the right time.
Yeah, it's a good thing for us you were. You know, it's a funny thing about that Fed. This time he reminded me of, I don't know, somebody I'd seen before. I couldn't put my finger on it.
It wouldn't be Humphrey Bogart, would it?
Holy cow, Wally. You're right.
Automan returns this Saturday at 8 and Tuesday at 6:30, but coming next, a train journey from hell for the Protectors.
Now, when you get your pictures back from Photomat, you also get free Photomat bonus certificates. Save them up for all kinds of free gifts, like free Konica cameras, free camera lenses, free tripods, free camera bags, free binoculars, and lots of other free gifts. But get started now. Otherwise, you might just miss the boat. Photomat bonus certificates. Start saving now.
I remember coming to Fred Meyer when I was a kid. The toys, the fun. But it seemed mom would always go off. Never knew where. But I do now, because I used to lay away at Fred's too. And I get the best toys at the best prices.
These talking dozy dolls and bears from Galoob are $49.99 each. Hasbro Autobot and Decepticon Transformers are $9.47. G.I. Joe's Renegades or Latine figures $8.47. At Freddy's Toy World, where kids like the toys and parents love the low prices.
You know, I still want one. I don't care. They had to go, you know, these are fake. I'm like, no kidding. You're telling me a something you would order from a comic book ad in the 70s was fake? Next thing they're going to tell me Count Dante couldn't really teach me the dim Mac, and I couldn't do the death punch, the death touch. So I keep telling everybody I'm going to start a 5-finger death punch cover band called Dim Mac. And only 8 people got it so far. And those 8 people were awesome. So if you're one of those people who got that joke, then you're awesome too. Alright, so hope you guys still dig Automan. I love Automan. I might just run this one till it's done. To hell with it. I like this show. And I have fun with this show. And it's Automan and it's awesome. There, I said it. I'm sticking to it. That's my stance for this one. Right there. So, alright, as I get super excited over Automan. So, we're going to scoot on over to some Starman. You know, and this is funny because I really thought about it. It's like, this isn't his prime. This is when Robert Hayes was on Airplane and Airplane 2. And he did a kind of drama sci-fi show. And he did fine. I enjoyed it. I still like this stupid show. You know, it is not 100%, you know, a little dated. But a lot of the stuff is. You know, I love people who, dude, it came out like 1982. What do you expect? I hate when people go, oh, it's dated now. Yeah. Yeah, so's Wizard of Oz. And you think, why do you got to bring that up? But then again, those are the same people who go, you know wrestling's fake, right? Yeah, you know Harry Potter's not real and Tom Cruise can't really, you know, run that long. And I just want to make a Tom Cruise movie called Run. It's Tom Cruise running for 120 minutes. That's the entire movie. He's just got to get from point A to point B, and he's got to outrun all these people for 120 minutes. And I just said that, and it's probably in production right now with Tom Cruise running to somebody. So here you guys go. This is Starman episode 3, and this is Fatal Flaw. Enjoy.
Mother was my friend.
What do you want from me?
I want to help you. Yes.
You think we'll ever find my mom?
We'll find her.
You know, they're not really made of dogs.
That's true. They're made out of beef, pork, water, salt, dextrose, sodium ascorbate, corn syrup, and sodium nitrate. Hey, look at this. One of my pictures. See? Photo by Paul Forrester.
Are you kidding? The real Paul Forrester took those. You haven't even figured out how to use the camera.
It's simple. I read the manual. I bet I could go over there right now and take a picture just like this one.
You're on. I'll wait here.
Would you say that is hazy bright or open shady? Beat up, but still runs pretty good.
How fast will it go?
Fast.
Hey, get a shot of me!
Get off of that. We're going.
Wait a minute, I want to talk to you about something. Hey, what are you doing?
We have to go. Now.
Thanks anyway. Yeah. I don't get it. All of a sudden, you're treating me like I was still wet behind the ears. I mean, you can't just walk in after 14 years and start playing protective father.
That's what fathers do.
Yeah, but I know more about taking care of myself than you do. Why are we in such a hurry anyway?
One of the boys back there fell down on his motorcycle. Truck was coming.
Oh, you didn't do anything weird, did you?
I had to help him.
Well, I am old enough to ride a motorcycle.
The boy that fell broke his arm bone. I don't want you to break your arm bones.
I could break my arm crossing the...
Scott, what's wrong?
I think my arm's busted.
Don't move.
Okay, so it's not broken, but it could have been.
Come on! Snap it up! We gotta get this plane off the road before some other jackass comes along and drives into it.
Hello, I'm Paul Forrester.
How lucky for you. Now get back by the tail and swing it around when I tell you. You, grab the wing.
Hey, no, just a second, lady. You're
Better
almost...
hurry up. Here comes another jackass.
Well, how do you like highway landings?
You were supposed to gas it up last night.
Jess, checking the gas is more or less the job of the pilot. Are you okay, mister?
Yeah, I think we're okay.
Joe Foss.
Paul Forrester.
Seems you had a close call.
Yeah, my car almost hit her plane.
Seems to me it might have been the other way around.
Are you trying to get us into a lawsuit?
I nearly busted my arm, lady.
What he means is he could have busted his arm. All of his bones are intact.
Here, let's take a look. It feels okay, but you know, sometimes it's hard to tell. Busted mine once playing football. Finished the half before I even noticed it. What's your name, son?
Scott.
Well, tell you what, Scott. Squeeze as hard as you can. Boy's got quite a grip.
Thanks.
Call me Joe. I guess we better take a look at your car.
If you get a break in your Good Samaritan routine, Joe, you might try and get the ship back to the airport.
It's a real piece of work, that woman, no question.
She's upset because you came to help her.
Yeah, you hit that on the head. I reckon there's nothing a woman hates more than making a mistake when there's a man around who told her not to do it in the first place. Well, let's take a look at that car of yours.
Joe, did you play for the pros?
No, just high school. I might have gone on, but Uncle Sam had other plans for me.
It's bleeding.
Sure is. You got a cracked oil pan here. Well, I'll tell you what we'll do, if that's all right with you. We'll tow this back to the airport and have it fixed up for you as good as new in no time, if that's all right.
Great.
Paul?
How much time is no time?
Well, don't worry about it. If we can't get to it by tonight, we got plenty of bunk space. Bennett Aviation will take care of everything, so just grab your gear and we'll head on back.
Looks like all our problems are solved.
Come on. I can take off right from here, boys. I'll be back in about 20 minutes.
You're a pilot?
Yep. Chief test pilot for this outfit.
Oh, you're a test pilot.
I'm getting ready to ring out Conrad Bennett's last design, the Hawk. It's going to set the airplane business on its ear.
Whoa, whose bike?
Why, you like bikes?
Yeah.
Well, hop up and back and pretend you're riding.
All right.
Why don't you climb up front and pretend like you're driving?
perfectly safe.
It is no big deal. It's only a couple of miles to the airport.
Tell you what, I'll hold on real tight, okay?
I want you up front.
I think you best do what your dad says.
I know what you're thinking, Dad. I've been hearing it since I was 6 years old. Conrad Bennett's first law. The test pilot's always right. It's what keeps him alive. But Joe's so damn cautious. And we're running out of time. I went to the bank this morning and talked to Sam. He says if we can't show the investors some results soon, we could lose everything. One way or the other, we gotta get the Hawk into the air.
Glad Joe brought you back. It gives me the chance to apologize.
My behavior this afternoon was inexcusable. Please forgive me.
You're a real piece of work, no question.
Yes, I suppose I am. Nonetheless, I hope that you and the boy with the broken arm will be our guest for dinner.
The boys should have your ship gassed up by now, boss. I'll go fetch it. I'll see you guys later.
Joe, will you be back for dinner?
It's up to you.
We'll set a place for you.
Joe, if you're gonna be coming back, can I go with you?
No, I got some work to do. Oh, look, I tell you what. I was thinking about taking a ride out into the desert. It's okay with your dad, maybe you can hitch a ride.
Really?
You check with him.
I'm sure it'll be fine.
You let me know.
Thank you. Paul, this is my father, Conrad Bennett. I guess I should have prepared you.
How do you do? I'm Paul Forrester. I've heard a lot about you.
You're very kind. Most people aren't so sensitive. But I know that Dad can hear us. I know when I talk to him, he understands.
He understands. That's why he's afraid.
Afraid?
He's afraid for you.
All fathers worry about their children, don't they?
So I saw Fulton hit the water and clear his chute. He was all shot up. So I blew off the lid, popped the seat, and went in after him. It cost the taxpayers about $4 million.
$4 million?
Right. We're talking heavy bucks.
The cost of the plane and everything.
That's right.
You miss that camaraderie, don't you?
Well, I miss the trust we had in each other.
We have to get some sleep. Thank you for the fish.
I was thinking about hanging out with Joe for a little while.
Scott, it's time to go to bed.
Good night, Scotty.
boys are gonna start telling me what my bedtime is now.
It's late.
I'm not tired. Stop hovering over me, okay? I'll be all right. I'll be in a while.
If that crack about trust was meant for me, it's misplaced. I trust you. I just wish that you had a little more faith in the Hawk. You said yourself that Dad's design is flawless.
There's just a long walk between the blueprints and the flight test, Jesse. There's only one way to test a new airplane, and that's one step at a time. I've always handled the timetable before. Now all of a sudden you want to speed it up. Why?
I'm only doing what Dad wants.
Oh, Jess. If there was the slightest chance he knew or understood what kind of a hurry you're in, he'd tell you the same thing. You do it by the book.
He understands. And unlike you, he has confidence in my judgment.
Another month. I'll be through checking her out, then you can do whatever you want with her. But until then, she's mine.
You're having a problem with me, aren't you? Now that I'm in charge, now that I'm not just the boss's daughter.
What are you talking about?
Joe, whatever we are to each other, until this company gets on its feet, I'm the boss. Accept that?
May I go now, boss? Hey, partner. I thought you were going to hit the sack.
Aren't we going for a ride?
Did you ask your dad?
Yeah, he said it was okay.
There's a helmet in the cab. Why don't you see if it fits?
This is terrific. How'd you find this place?
I come here when I got a problem to work out. Helps put things in perspective. Amazing, isn't it? Water in the middle of the desert. Comes out of a fissure in the rocks upstream.
Bet you know about everything. Cars, horses, planes, boats.
You must have been talking to Jessica. Yeah, I've raced a few cars and boats, but horses I just ride.
I knew it. Did you ever have any kids, Joe?
No, I missed out on that one.
Dad.
Your dad seems like a real nice fella.
Yeah, he's nice. He's just kind of unusual, that's all. Haven't seen him in a long time. Now it's like, he's trying to make up for everything.
Never did know a kid who didn't think his folks had him on too short a tether. It'll work out. We better get in.
Hey, do I have to wear this thing?
Don't you ever get on a bike without it. A busted arm you can fix, but you bust your head and you could wind up like poor old Conrad Bennett.
What happened to him, anyway?
Pushed himself too hard and popped a gasket. He had a stroke last January. Jesse's been running the company ever since.
Well, why does she talk to him like he's still in charge?
Because he's her dad. And to her, he's still the boss. And now she needs him more than ever. Hang on.
you couldn't sleep either, huh?
I got up to look for Scott. I can't find him.
Well, Joe's truck's still here. They must have gone for a ride. But don't worry. Joe talks like a daredevil, but underneath all that bluster, he's really just a little old lady. Believe me, I know him better than you do. Your son will be fine.
Your dress is very thin.
Does it bother you?
Bother me? Should it?
Well, it's just that some men... I guess I'm used to being treated like an old airplane or something. You must be a wonderful photographer. I'll bet you photograph lots of beautiful models.
Probably.
Were they prettier than me?
Well, the last one was a motorcycle. You're much prettier.
Joe? Wait!
Scott?
Look, it was only a bike ride, okay? I'm sorry. Good night.
Good night, Scott.
This is amazing.
Not another plane under 100,000 that can touch it.
The tail's in front.
That's why she won't stall on you. See, Conrad's idea was to design a plane that was idiot-proof. This little wing up front is what keeps you out of trouble.
That's in the cockpit?
Sure. Go ahead. Climb on in. Put your feet down through there.
Alrighty.
How's it feel?
I feel like a pilot.
There she is. What do you think?
Is this hazy bright or open shade?
You got a great sense of humor. I wish you'd reconsider. I'd be glad to pay you. In fact, I was thinking of hiring a photographer to get some publicity shots. Are you sure you can't stay?
We have to keep moving.
Your son sure seems to like Joe. If you're jealous, join the club. He affects everybody that way.
Jealous?
He can fly a plane better than anybody. And women fall all over him, and now it looks like your son's fallen under his spell, too.
Jealous?
Is this where you guys have been hiding?
Hang on, Scotty. Jess, can I talk to you for a minute?
If this is personal, let's save it for later.
Strictly business.
Okay. We'll be right back.
Excuse us.
My car's all fixed. We can go now.
Oh, can't we stay around with Joe for a couple of days? I'm sure nobody'd find us here.
Why do you want to hang around here?
Joe's a neat guy. You know, he's a pilot and everything.
I'm a pilot?
Yeah, I guess you are. But Joe doesn't have to stop and figure everything out all the time. He's just a neat guy, that's all.
We'll stop and get our bags at the guest house. I want to say goodbye to Conrad Bennett.
Oh, I said I didn't want any nuts.
Yes, no nuts. I'm sorry. That.
Hey, thanks.
Now, this is the man who was taking pictures of you yesterday, right?
It sure looks like him. Only
what?
Only he was wearing different clothes.
This is the man, though, right?
Yeah, I think that's him.
Okay. Now, you tell me what you told the policeman.
Maybe I shouldn't have said anything. I mean, it's pretty hard to believe I saw what I saw, even for me.
Randy, you just tell me what you remember.
Okay. Well, sir, there must have been some oil on the road because, I mean, my bike just slid out. And then I seen this truck coming. And I looked around me, and all of a sudden, the guy with the camera, he was...
The guy with the camera was what?
Well, I was just wondering, could you spoon this to me? I mean, maybe in left-handed and all.
Yes.
Hey, thanks.
I came to say goodbye.
Sam, it's Jessica Bennett. Sam, I just talked to my test pilot, and he says we're going to need another 3 weeks. Yeah, I know it's not what we agreed on, but it just isn't possible. 3 weeks, a month on the outside. Sam, please. No one's ever gone broke backing a Bennett design before. And there's no reason to start now.
I'm sorry.
I thought you'd gone. Did you change your mind?
I have to tell you something. I've been talking with your father about the Hawk.
You've been talking to my father.
Yes. He's been thinking about the design. He says he made a mistake.
Look, my father doesn't talk to anyone. He hasn't said a word since his stroke.
But you talked to him.
I'm his daughter. I've known him all my life. I don't need words to talk to him. I can sense what he's feeling.
So can I. And he told me.
Wait a minute. He didn't tell you anything.
Jessica, don't you believe any longer that your father...
Of course I do. But he can't talk with words.
Certainly he can.
Listen, I don't like jokes of this kind.
No joke. Jessica, 20 minutes ago, your father told me.
Stop it! My father had a stroke. He can't walk, he can't move. There's nothing left of him, nothing but an empty... Please, would you get out of here?
You have to know.
Just get out of here, okay?
Ready? I have to tell you something. It's very important.
Well, it's about Jessica. I'm not interested.
It's not about her. It's about the Hawk.
Look, mister, Jessie's a big girl. She can run her life however she wants to. But I run the operations in this hangar, and I don't need any advice about this airplane. Now get out of here.
The canard is mounted too far forward.
So what?
Conrad Bennett made a mistake in his calculations.
I thought you said you didn't know anything about airplanes.
A little.
And the canard is too far forward?
That's right.
Well, show me. Just how far? You don't even know where the damn thing is, do you? Well, this is a canard, mister. Right where Conrad Bennett wanted it. Now, I'm telling you, I want you out of here.
Dad? If you can hear me, you know I'm only doing what I have to do. Wish me luck. I know how tough things have been, Joe. I don't know what I would have done without you.
Anything for Bennett Aviation.
Would you do a favor for Conrad Bennett's daughter?
There was a time you didn't need to ask.
Is that a yes?
Yeah.
The sheriff wants to talk to me about that little incident on the highway.
Your unscheduled landing?
Would you mind going into town and see if you could straighten it out for me? It won't take long.
Sure. Look, Jess, about...
The sheriff was real upset when he called.
Okay. I'll take care of it right away.
You're a hard man to say goodbye to, Mr. Forrester.
Don't want to say goodbye to you either.
Look, I thought I made it clear. We fed you, bunked you, and fixed your car. If there's nothing else.
Your father...
Stop it! Just get out of here. Or do I have to have you thrown out?
Be careful.
Sheriff? Sorry to bother you, but Jessica said you wanted to talk to her about that emergency landing out on the highway. Nobody out there seems to know anything about it.
Well, we got no beef with her. She might have a problem with the FAA.
What'd she send me down here for? Oh, well, she's been a little rattled ever since that photographer showed up. Thanks, Ted. I'll see you later.
Sheriff? I'm George Fox. I'm with the Federal Security Agency. I called you earlier.
How can we help you, Mr. Fox?
Who's that?
Almost 5, Joe.
I'll go along with that. What can I do for you, Sam?
Everybody's here. The rest of my people are out there by the runway.
Those are your people?
Loan committee. Jessica talked me into bringing them out here to see the plane fly.
There's been some kind of screw-up.
You mean there's no demo flight?
Well, I'm afraid not, Sam. In a couple of weeks, maybe, but not today. We haven't even started the taxi test yet.
Sorry to hear that, Joe. The note's going to be called on Monday.
You can get us an extension, can't you? We need about another 30 days.
This was the extension.
What?
I'm sorry, Joe. I've held everybody off just about as long as I can.
I had no idea. I don't know why she didn't tell me.
Jessica! Jesse, no! Oh my God! Jesse, stop! 8-6 Bravo, this is Joe Boss. Jesse, do you read me? Jesse, she's not ready. Bring her down. Jesse, what kind of a bonehead stunt are you pulling up there?
Rosamond Tower, this is Bennett 8-6 Bravo. Request permission to buzz the field.
Negative 8-6 Bravo, you do not have clearance.
Transmission seems to be breaking up. 8-6 Bravo, we copy. Understand we have clearance.
Jessica, do you read me? Come on, baby, talk to me.
Come on, kitten, let's not act up.
Jesse? What are you, crazy? What did you bring him here for?
Jessica's in trouble.
I know that. Will you get out of here? I got enough on my hands.
Listen to him. I mean, know a lot, but just don't know everything. If my dad says Mr. Bennett talks to him, then it's the truth.
Joe? Joe, she's not responding. I don't know what's going on. I can't get it stabilized. I'm not sure if I can land it. Joe? Do you read me?
We're here, baby. Now don't panic. Just try to feel the ship. She'll tell you what she needs. What are you doing?
Tell her to add power and land it hot. She'll be able to control it.
This is nuts.
He says the canard is mounted too far forward of the main spar. The plane is aerodynamically unbalanced.
Listen to him.
Jesse, this is Joe.
Joe? I can't hang on to it.
Add power, Jesse. Push the throttle all the way to the wall.
Jesse, do you read me? Add power.
Joe, are you sure?
Do as I say now. Keep it hot and make a straight in approach. Don't cut power until you're on the ground.
What was that blue thing?
It's kind of like a Swiss Army knife.
And you can talk to him.
Yes.
Can you tell him Jesse's okay and not to worry?
He knows.
Who the hell are you, mister?
A pilot.
What are you trying to do? Kill yourself? You are a crazy lady.
I'm glad to see you, too. God, you can read me out later, but right now the important thing is we did.
But we didn't.
What are you talking about?
Your dad's in the office with Paul Forrester. I don't understand it, Jess, but somehow he can read his thoughts.
What's gotten into you, Joe? I got myself into trouble up there, and you got me out of it.
Damn it, Jessica, listen to me. It wasn't me. It was your father and Paul Forrester.
What's the meaning of this? Why was he brought here?
To save you and your plane.
He's right.
The test pilot is always right. That's what keeps him alive.
He does understand, doesn't he?
He hears you, and he understands.
I thought I'd lost him. Now you've given him back to me.
Oh, I don't think you should do that. Joe will get jealous.
What, me jealous? What, are you kidding?
Believe him. The only thing a test pilot would get jealous of is a hotter airplane.
Hey, are you boys in trouble with the law?
Why?
Better take a look.
Bible.
Excuse us, please.
So don't forget, it's not a military place.
Pardon me.
Gentlemen, if I could have your attention for a moment. I'm looking for this man. Has anyone seen him around here at all, please?
All right, simmer down, everybody. Simmer down, please. Simmer down.
Are you Jessica Bennett?
Yes.
Well, I'm with the Federal Security Agency, and I understand you have a photographer named Paul Forrester working here?
Sorry. I've never seen him before.
What about you?
Well, I don't recognize him. Sure is an ugly cuss, though, isn't he?
We made it. Barely. What do you mean? I thought I did good.
The only thing you did good was to keep your helmet on. Motorcycle riding is not like rodeo riding.
Rodeo?
Forget it. We should have kept the car.
Video game cartridges from Activision at Hills. Saddle up with Stampede, riding into rope and cattle. Step into a helicopter gunship with Chopper Command. Warp into hyperspace with Star Master. Hang on to your feathers when the chicken crosses the road in Freeway. Or watch out for the Mad Bomber and put out his fuses with Kaboom. Hill's big selection of Activision games are made for your Atari video system. The action of Activision, priced low every day at Hills.
JCPenney USA. This week's buying guide to our Founders Day sale. Hit the fast track in Nike sweats and shoes, $4 to $5 off. Or step out in Par 4 tops, $3 to $4 off. Save on our entire Stafford and Gentry collection, featuring this pure wool sport coat, 20% off. And 20% off all kids' sleepwear. JCPenney USA at JCPenney now.
So, Vince is over here playing drums and hanging out. He's trying to be quiet while he's doing it. And you can't play drums and be quiet. Not even electronic drums can you be quiet playing electronic drums. So, hope you guys still dig Starman. I love this show. It's one that I had realistically forgotten about until the late mid-90s when I was selling bootleg tapes for my best friend, and he was selling tapes with Starman on it, and they were selling left and right because Starman was it wasn't on TV, it wasn't available on VHS, it wasn't available on DVD, but there it was right there. Could watch it on, I think, Sci-Fi Channel at the time. But so, all right. I hope you guys like the shows I've been airing, because we're going to tempt fate and try some shows over here. We're going to scoot over and we're going to go to, I'm not without saying what it is, one of my favorite franchises. I have aired episodes of the cartoon on Saturday morning serials. I've talked about the show. I've made fun of the newer movies' titles, even though I like the new movies a lot. So I'm going to present to you the first episode of this classic sci-fi franchise.
The ship?
Afraid so. All right. Which way, Galen? It's your world.
It's yours, too. And yours.
All right. Let's just start walking.
Opening 10 beautiful new Bradleys around Washington. What a capital idea. Difference? Could you explain that? I certainly could, but just take a look.
And the difference?
How about a statement? I'd love to state Bradley's has the best selection, quality, and name brand.
But the difference, Mrs. B.
Oh, yes, an important difference. Bradley's low prices. And you can quote me on that.
Don't miss our big sale this week at all 10 Bradleys.
Bradley's, the department store without difference.
Burdick's and Fisher team up to present exciting sights and sounds, a special savings event going on now at the Burdick showroom near you. Look for this insert in your newspaper this week for the dozens and dozens of Fisher stereo and video deals from Burdick's, like this. Fisher Go Anywhere AM/FM cassette deck with detachable speakers, $79. Burdick's has the big sounds with this complete Fisher component system, $499 while they last. See it all with this Fisher VCR with wireless remote, just $338 this week during Burdick's exciting sights and sound sale at all 5 Monterey Bay Area locations.
Child world, let's take a look and see.
Fashion candy from Mego, complete with Sweetheart Compact. Our price, $6.97. And on sale this week, Shoppers Max Machine Nighthawk. The sound control van, just $13.99. Coleco's head-to-head electronic sports games. One for every major sport, only $29.88 each. And as Peter Panda says, it's so nice to know that prices are low and shopping is friendly and fun.
Everything is always so cheap.
So, I hope you liked it. Yeah, Planet of the Apes TV series. So, and I love looking at these old creepy magazines because they always have, like, the area magazines always have ads for Planet of the Apes. And then, of course, the one issue I pick up to show you an ad from Planet of the Apes is an issue that has no ads from Planet of the Apes. You know, they had all that stuff. So I was really shocked that they, you know, only lasted the one season. Planet of the Apes was huge at one point. And like I said, I don't think there's a Planet of the Apes that I don't like. So, all right. So we're going to go and we're going to keep going. We're going to another show. How you doing, Vince? Yep. You want to show everybody how you pop your... Go fire. Is that your knuckles? Yeah. Okay. Woohoo! Yeah. So, I hope you guys dig the Planet of the Apes still, because we're going to scoot on over to a thing that I want to say is BBC Avengers adjacent. It's show. It's got Robert Vaughn in it. And it is a show that I didn't know about until relatively recently. Like within the last week, I discovered it 3 weeks ago. And so I'm going to tempt fate and try to show it. So I'm going to let you guys, I'm going to say what it is, but I'm going to let you guys sit back, relax, and enjoy this first episode.
Geron a control. Lo
Lo siente mucho de anunciar un retraso de 15 minutos en el vuelo 824. Jeroma Control is sorry to announce a 15-minute delay on flight 84.
You're Heller?
That is correct, yes. If you will please to follow me, Mr. Rule. Yes, you are undoubtedly Mr. Harry Rule. Turn out your pockets, please.
Give me one reason why I should.
Mr. Rule, my instructions are that you are to be searched. Let us waste no more time. Get into the car, please. I must warn you, Mr. Rule, that the driver is in radio contact with our friend here. We will know if anybody tries to follow, and the consequences will be regrettable. You will give yourself a headache, Mr. Rule. You have no hope of memorizing our route.
It's Paul. Are you ready again?
Loud and clear, Paul, but they're going round in circles.
Yes, they're running him all over town. Keep listening. Over.
Right, out.
report.
Clear.
Good.
This is it. What do you read?
213. Over.
213. Got you.
You will please to follow me.
Enter. Good evening, Mr. Rule. May I congratulate you on surviving my little test so admirably.
Who are you?
Always forgetting we dealt through hell. Forgive me. My name is Bella Carolian.
Carolian. Armaments.
Yes, Mr. Rule, armaments, and steel and chemicals, and a great many other things too tedious to mention. I hope you will understand now that I have to protect myself.
You're the original recluse. You've been hiding out for what, 20 years?
I have perhaps an exaggerated value for privacy. You have read the court transcript and the other documents that Ella sent you.
Yeah.
You'll agree that the trial was a travesty. A completely trumped-up charge.
Looks that way.
Well, Mr. Rule, the man now languishing in jail on a totally false charge is my brother, Shandor.
So?
Let me explain further. My brother, unlike me, is an idealist. All his life, he has been involved in political trouble somewhere. This does not interest me in the least. But what does concern me is that my brother has been put in prison. Now, Mr. Ruler, I want you to get him out. And for this, I will pay you $250,000.
Negative.
What is this?
Look, I'm sorry for your brother, but I'm not a jailbreaker, so if you'll excuse me.
Please, do not go.
Well, Marie, my dear, I did not hear you come in. This is my wife, Maria.
I'm afraid my husband has not told you the whole story. This is not the first time that Shandor has been imprisoned for his political beliefs. The first time was 1941, and the prison was Dachau. Shandor is a sick man. If we do not get him out of prison soon, he may die. I beg you to help us.
Where's the prison?
You shouldn't have any trouble with the prison governor. Athens is anxious to improve its public image abroad. What we are doing is good, and Shandor Caroleon is a fine man.
It's time.
Καλή επιτυχία.
Ευχαριστώ.
I'm Margaret Mandeville from the Red Cross Prison Survey Team.
Your pass, please. It is in order. The governor will see you.
My dear Lady Mandeville, this is indeed a great pleasure. My superiors in Athens have told me of your work, and I am most anxious to help you.
I believe there are no restrictions on which prisoners I may interview.
Oh, none whatsoever. We have nothing to hide, Lady Mandeville. Contrary to what they say in the foreign press.
I may be able to help you there.
We would be so grateful. This is Sergeant Panides. He will escort you.
The first will be Yanis Kofoulis.
That is correct. An extremist.
The last will be Shandor Karolian.
This way.
He doesn't appear to be here. I do hope he hasn't escaped.
Impossible. Why is this prisoner out of his cell?
Medical wing. Routine checkup.
Dental treatment. My apologies. You may interview the prisoner now.
Thank you. I've come to get you out of here. Listen carefully. We have very little time.
I understand. Who are you?
It doesn't matter who I am. Do you want to get out of here?
Yes, of course, but...
Listen carefully. You will be taken out of here by helicopter at exactly 5 o'clock. 10 seconds before 5, these bars will blow out. When the bars have gone, the helicopter will land on the parapet. Get on that helicopter and hang on.
But how we will get off the island?
We have a yacht. It's set. Good luck.
Where is your watch?
What? I didn't have a watch.
At Lady Mandeville, I particularly noticed it. I insist on knowing where it is.
Oh, of course. How stupid of me. You're quite right. I must have put it in my handbag. When you visited as many prisons as I have, you learn to take precautions. Here it is.
Lady Mandeville. I hope you were not trying to slip away without saying goodbye. You must take a glass of wine with me.
I really do have a most
But I
pressing...
must insist.
Superb, Governor. I congratulate you. But now I really must be on my way.
Oh, if you must, dear lady. It has been a great honor to entertain you.
Any sign of life from our friend yet?
Not yet. He slept around the clock. Paula's taking care of him. You did very well.
Thank you.
Well, here he is.
Ah, Mr. Carolian, I hope you're feeling better.
Thank you. I'm feeling much better.
Well, I think we should drink to your freedom.
I drink to Lady Mandeville, prison reformer extraordinary.
Poor Margaret Mandeville, she'll never live this down.
You mean there really is a Lady Mandeville?
Of course, she's my cousin.
Mr. Rule. Oh, thank you. Your friend has told me who you are, but he's told me nothing of why you've organized my escape.
We were hired by your brother.
Then you might just as well turn around and take me straight back to prison.
What do you mean?
Who do you suppose had me imprisoned on that trumped-up charge in the first place? My brother. He wants me out of the way. I'm one of the few men who know that behind that respectable facade of the Carolian Corporation, Bella is running the biggest illegal drug operation in the world.
Can you prove that?
Yes, I can prove it. I was, after all, Bella's partner for the last 20 years. Well, it seems I'm not to have the chance. He had undoubtedly decided to silence me once and for all.
Carolian, Rule. Yeah, we got him. He's been telling us some interesting things. Look, I'm not arguing with you, I'm telling you. And we dock in Barcelona in about 12 hours. We don't move until we get a few explanations.
Three hours and nothing.
We will see. You're making a terrible mistake, Mr. Rule. Bella is ruthless. If we remain here...
We wait.
We've come for Shandor.
Well, Mr. Rule?
right, over this side, all of you.
Is that proof enough that I was telling the truth, Mr. Rule?
Well, I had to be sure.
And now?
Rule. Ah, Carolian. I bet you're surprised. Well, here's another surprise. I've changed my mind. We're going ahead as arranged. Right.
But you have the proof.
We hand you over tonight as arranged.
Good evening, Mr. Rule.
You got the money? Yeah, you're Heller. Okay, let's go.
Well, Shandor, I imagine you know why I brought you here.
Yes, Bella. You want to murder me?
Yes, of course, naturally, I'm going to kill you. But it is a little more subtle than that. Because of your damned idealistic meddling, it is only a matter of time before others find out about the activities of the Carolian Corporation. I have therefore decided to die. And you're going to help me. You're going to play substitute for me. Or at least your corpse is.
But, Bella, you'll never get away with it. We are brothers, yes, but...
But not identical twins. That thought had occurred to me. Oh, I can assure you the corpse will be quite unrecognizable. Do you know what a shotgun does to a man's face?
What about fingerprints?
Oh, but I am a respectable businessman. There are no records of my prints. Can you think of any other snags? Blood group, for instance. I've been very thorough. We have the same blood group. There are, of course, medical records. Teeth, for instance. A conclusive method of identification. But I believe that you have recently been to the dentist. In prison? You see, I've thought of everything. It is perfect.
Walter! He shot himself! Oh my God! Ella! Walter! He shot himself in here. Oh my God! On the floor.
Congratulations. It's a terrific performance. Unfortunately, your leading man is off stage.
We are extremely grateful, Mr. Rule.
You know, you have a dangerous sense of the dramatic, Mr. Rule.
I had a little trouble reading the map.
Oh, that's right. Madame la Comtesse, thank you.
Relax. This one really is perfume. Harry? Harry? Harry?
In the avenues and alleyways, where the soul of a man is easy to buy. Everybody's wheeling, everybody's stealing, all the lower living high. Every city's got 'em, can we ever stop 'em?
MCA Records presents Superstars at Super Savings. Your favorites from rock to country, ballads to original cast and soundtrack albums at a price that's right. You can choose from Steely Dan, Jimmy Buffett, The Who, Neil Diamond, Tom Petty, Olivia Newton-John, Don Williams, Loretta Lynn, Poco, Leonard Skinner, and more. Give the gift of music with Superstars at Super Savings on MCA Records and Tapes.
Just $3.99 at all FedMart department stores.
'Tis the season to shop at FedMart for gifts galore, food, and more. Save $20. Huffy Thunder Trail bikes now $59.99. Our entire selection of gold jewelry now 50% off. 6-foot Bavarian pine trees fully assembled with stand, only $19.99. We've slashed our food prices. You now pay less for the items you use the most. Gifts, food, and more. Shop FedMart, America's greatest general store.
You know, we were sitting at the con this last weekend chit-chatting about being nerds and geeks and loving what we love and being passionate about it. And, you know, we were talking about how, you know, have fun with things. You know, being an adult sucks. You know, I remember being a kid thinking, oh, I can't wait till I'm an adult. I can't wait till I'm an adult. Now I was an adult. I'm like, oh, I wish I was a kid. I wish I was a kid. I don't really wish I was a kid. I wish things were simpler, I guess. But I do miss being a kid. You know, the simple things, the time where things were easier. But, you know, you can always have fun. You can sit down. You can read a comic. You can play with some toys. You can watch some sci-fi. But yeah, just have fun, man. Just do what you like. You know, don't let other people tell you that, you know, you're too old for this or, you know, oh, why don't you grow up? You know, I get told that all the time because I love the most geekiest stuff ever. I'm a horror fan, a sci-fi fan, I'm a comic book fan, I'm a toy fan. I like wrestling, I like heavy metal music. I was like, the only thing that separates me from being the kid I was when I was, you know, 14, 15 is now I have a wife and kids and I have a house payment. Because at 15 I had my first car, so I was probably paying on that. So I did have car payment and car insurance. Wasn't able to drive it yet, but you know, I had a car. But you know, damn, why worry about it? You know, if you got something that makes you feel good when you were young, enjoy it. But so I hope you guys like the Protectors. Like I said, the show I just discovered within recent times. So I hope you guys had fun. Hope you got to actually see this because I hope YouTube didn't take it all down. So on that note, all right. So I took a week off. It's going to be a couple episodes. We get back to normal because, like I said, had my anniversary, had a Comic-Con, and spent time with the wife and the kids, and had fun. And now things are getting back to normal. So, and we are currently booking guests, and I'm like, oh, I did not realize how big of a pain in the butt booking guests was for Halloween, or for a Comic-Con. But it is a huge pain in the butt. So remember, Mondays Group Therapy TV, Thursdays Talk and Roll, Fridays you're watching SciFriday, Saturday morning serials. We're working on some other projects for Wednesday on Patreon, so hang on there. Got some really cool interviews coming up once everything gets back to normal. We'll be back doing this fun stuff again. So, on that note, I want to say thank you to all you guys for coming in here every Friday night and hanging out with me. Even sometimes when I got to bounce. I do apologize for last week. I went upstairs and had to do a couple things, and I got hanging out with Vince and Tina, and next thing you know, I come down and the episode was ending, and I'm like, that's on me. That's my bad. I apologize. But you guys are awesome. You guys are keeping it up. You guys are keeping it real, and you're hanging out in the thing. You guys are all awesome. So I want you guys to all take care, and I'll see you all there. Captain out.